Alright, gamers, welcome back to Hardened Scaling. We just got a 3-2 league, so best record yet since I've been back. I think I'll just run the same list again, and we'll see where it goes. For now we've hit at least lots of cool matchups. The funnest and the best matchup seems to be Grixis Frog, interesting enough. Maybe I'm just good at playing against mid-range decks, I don't know. Alright, see you round one. Okay, another league, another try at some victories. Let's go. We're on the draw against Chaco Pogiakomoni. And yeah, I think I'll keep that a bit low on the green mana, but we can just drop one of these Saga lands to get a Mopal early. Oh, mirror match or Affinity. I hope it's not the mirror match. Oh, seems to be the mirror match. I don't like playing against my own deck. And the die roll matters a lot. They got a quick command, Kozilek's command, so it's actually not. It's the old Eldrazi combo deck again that we just lost to the other match. Funny how Citadel, Bobble, Opal, Ancient Stirrings can be a different deck now. They killed us on turn 3 twice earlier, so this is already really scary. They're gonna do the ramped Eldrazi thing. They accidentally tapped white, but I know they need green. Again. Oh, okay. Exile a creature with mana value X or less and scry 2 and draw a card. The Kozilek's command is so good. It is also like easy to underrate it just reading it, but it's really damn good. Okay. Anyway, let's just play a Ravager. Ballista, it's pretty good. Yeah. Can I sacrifice your artifact? Modular attack you. God damn, now we can't even turn on our Opal. We actually draw one, that's actually pretty damn good. Now I can at least get it. I mean, they can shoot down whatever I get, but... I'm still gonna get a Glimmer of Wasp, I think. If I cast this, they just ping my Wasp in response, which is annoying. Oh, I have this mana though. Forgot about the floating mana, that's good. Okay, seems like they're sort of F6'd. Interesting. You have this Ballista, you know? Wait, I had it. It doesn't really matter. I guess they need this to do the combo with, so... So we might die next turn. Not really much we could have done about it, I think. Die roll once again, meaning so much. If only this had been a ballista, have pinged down the stuff. How is this gonna work out with the walking ballista? It's not. So it's not yet a full combo. You can sacrifice something to put a counter on it. But you don't have any token generation. Okay. So how do we kill them here? No creatures in the graveyard is a problem, kinda. Is there any way to get more than one additional counter on this? Because if not, we can sacrifice this, and in response to the ping, put a counter on this, but then they can ping again. Whenever any creature dies, so even if this also triggers when my creatures die, that's quite bad actually. And it's kind of a problem. We would have to somehow get any counter on the Nexus. So let's say we animate it, sacrifice these bars, target the Nexus, then their stuff triggers. Then we can activate Cauldron, but they can sacrifice this in response and everything. So I think we don't really have a line here. We could give this flying and just sacrifice a bunch of shit into it. With the second scales, we can sacrifice what? 1, 2, 3, 4 things. 4 times 3 is 12. Also not quite enough for the kill, is it? The problem is if they deploy the card that makes tokens, we're just straight up dead. Why is this revealed? They already played that, right? So let's check again. I cast second scales. They activate both Nexai, sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts and give this flying. Well, give it flying first. You only have 15 damage. So not really advisable to do that. Maybe we attack with the Nexus and see what they do first. But if they just do nothing, we haven't accomplished anything. If they had the Flash Breaker, they would have just cast it, right? So I think we're good for now. It's kind of cool playing against new decks, because you have to think through the interactions. You don't know them by heart yet. Sure. Didn't like what you saw. If they find that green token spawn thing, which is dead, don't do it. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Okay, I have to look, otherwise we're kind of stuck, right? Okay, another blade. And 2 more cards in hand. This card is pretty cool. Less cool when it's infinite comboing me, but when it's just gaming, I'm kind of fine with it. Oh, they're making a move. Yeah, sure. Do your thing. It's not a command. I wish this ballista was in the graveyard, not gonna lie. Selects command, exiling my Glimmer Wasp, and making 3 0-1s. Yeah, that's quite good, because these 0-1s are fueling this ballista big time. So I wanna make this construct as big as possible so they can shoot it down. I guess I wanna eat my Opal, which is gonna... Yeah, eat my Opal and then sacrifice the Wasp. Try to move 8 counters. They do get 2 triggers though when the Wasp dies. But we can then eat these bars and add 3 counters. Maybe we don't want to eat the Opal then. Wow, this is really tricky. Because we need our artifact count. Just sacrifice it. My trigger goes on top. That's also pretty relevant, honestly. So I think I could have eaten the Opal. But we still get 5 counters here. They get 2 more and then 3 creatures, so they get in total 8 more counters onto their ballista. It's quite a lot. But I still think this is gonna be bigger than what they can do. Except if last card is another command. It's a really cool game. So much stuff happening. Oh, they get 1 here too, which is another 2 potential counters. So their ballista becomes... They can make it up to a 12-12. They can still eat my Mox, and then this is a 13-13. Crazy. I hope last card isn't a... Oh, they have the ability to pay the 4 though. Hope last card isn't another command. Could be though. Ah, damn it. It's 14. Yeah. Okay, they just used the mana to put the counter on the ballista. Oh, I'm actually dead. I'm at 14 life now. Interesting. I got ballistaed. I can't prevent that, unfortunately. Cool game. So we put in some stuff. I think we have to go actually pretty hard because this is mostly a combo deck. I'm not sure which of these I should trim more. Do you want the forces or the claims? Maybe one of each, kind of hard to stay. I feel like I never put in all the artifact removal, but I was gonna trim one of them and clicked wrong. Forgot to correct that now either. Okay. It has to be a mulligan. Okay, I guess. Not great, but what you gonna do, right? Not kind of cool. We just got ballistaed in the end step. Don't think there was much we could have done. We had our own ballista. We could have done a lot more stuff. Alright, I only have all my citadels. That's awkward. Please, no more lanes. But then again, I can't play my green spells right now. I think I'll make constructs. I don't know. What's better? I am happy that Blade of the Blood Chief is now at home. You can play it in scales, but it's not amazing in scales. Yeah, don't have mana to do the destroying. Unfortunately, and this exiles it. Tap 2 lands, exile a creature, draw a card is pretty damn good, right? Or even opt. No, it's even better. It's scry 2, draw a card. Crazy. Oh no. Maybe they're also missing green mana. We'll see. What do we get? Mox. Oh, command is so good. Mm. Don't know why the timing has to be like this, but yeah, how do we use our saga thing here? Could just go Ozolith, try to kill them next turn. Pokemon's gone. Also, all these Eldrazi can't draw many more Eldrazi temples. I think we go Ozolith. Try to just win next turn. Hard to say. Attack for 1, yay. What kind of interaction do they have for Pithing Needle? Here comes the green mana. I haven't been on Patchy, yeah. I gotta be honest, I was never the biggest fan of Patchy. This metagame seems kinda yikes for him. Is that too hasty? Ravager to 4. Put 8 counters here, they're not dead yet. I think it's fine, just try to pressure them. It's a non-bow with Mopel, one wants to dump artifacts early and the other wants to slow roll those artifacts. Yeah. Then the gamers are playing nowadays just Kappa Cannoneer. Because that is what 4 and becomes unblockable. But you'd have, obviously, you have to splash blue, but many are doing that now. Ah, that was good. The needle pulled all the weight. Crazy. I think we keep it this way. Kappa Cannoneer is sick because it grows when an artifact creature enters the battlefield and not when you cast an artifact. So you could do some shenanigans with what's his face? Hangerback Walker, there he is. This is a strange hand. But I guess I have 2 lands and you can use this Boseiju as a spell. Let's see if this is good enough. We have the Needle too to slow them down at least. Frozen Saga dudes. I think whenever an artifact creature enters, maybe it's any artifact even. Like, once you have that card down, it's pretty devastating. Whenever any artifact you control enters, it gets a counter and can't be blocked this turn, and it's a 4/4 on cast, so it becomes a 5/5 immediately on entering. It's like a pretty damn strong win condition. Hardened skills. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, it's kind of strange, right? You could just make it a 5/5 and trigger on other cards. It's kind of sad, but Okay, they're not using it yet. Smart opponent. But that also means we can use this as bait for them to exile this, and the needle will survive. Oh my god. Maybe this is even better home for Phyrexian Tower than Scales itself. Okay, what now? Rumble to find land, I guess, because it's still a legendary land. I could just Boseiju the what's a saga before they can find something. Is that a good idea? Rumble, if we find land, is kind of free. If we don't find a land, we're screwed. Let's do it. We wouldn't have green mana after, but other plan would just be Scales second Boseiju played as land Ballista. They just make a construct. Do we need to get the needle out, or do we, like, technically they can saga for the blade next turn and play the dude? At least if we would have a ballista on 2, it wouldn't be that bad. I do want to get out of this mana screw, but I also don't want to just die. Yeah, I'll play this and then probably cast the needle. If I grab Mox, I can cast a needle with the Eldrazi. And if they don't have Kozilek's command to kill my thing, I get to play the Scales too. Okay, now they make a construct. What is this timing? It's kind of strange, but you do you. I guess I could needle the Urza Saga, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna needle the thing that kills me. I could still drop the Boseiju as a land. Do I want to? I'd have the option to uptick the Walker, but I don't think so. Like, if they kill it, it gets exiled anyway. This is terrifying. Playing against these control deck, against these combo decks, you're always on the edge of your seat. It's a fun feeling, but also not. Okay, they're just rumbling. They got a blade, so now they need a way to kill this needle, so we're a little bit safe. And we have this Boseiju too. Plus we have Ballista Cauldron shenanigans upcoming. Opponent gets what? Glaring Flash Raker, okay. Kinda weird that it doesn't really show you. It's funny how this triggers even if it's not equipped. Okay. I can breathe a sigh of relief because we can untap, hopefully find land, cast these things. I mean, I can still do it, but I'd have to double up on the Boseiju. I could also just Cauldron, the Haywire Might, which makes me able to sacrifice this to destroy stuff. What's better though? Like if I just make a 4/4 Ballista, it's pretty good. Safest call might be to Cauldron and hold up mana to be able to Haywire Might some stuff. I think I'm gonna do that. This is always scary. You have to keep the one to keep. In my head, it's like I want to click the one I want to sacrifice. And that would be not what you want. At least it's a combo deck that relies on creatures to combo. So interaction is easy. I think we got it. I think we're in a good spot at least with the needle and everything. It's a saga, that's a good one, but we get to just kill all your non-creature artifacts and enchantments now. Cauldron plus Might is pretty sweet. Sure. This card is so good, like it makes things and deals damage. It deals a lot of damage, we're already at 13. Come on, attack me. You know you want to. This is a fun match because we didn't die on turn 3 twice, like in the previous league. Scales content, I've been rocking Simic for the consign, but I'm wondering if mono green is the way. Most gamers are telling me that blue is good, and it makes sense because there are so many sorceries that you wanna counter, like Wrath of the Skies and Meltdown mostly. And yeah. So having an answer to that is great. Today I'm playing Warping Whale, but it's a big difference that it costs 2 mana instead of 1. And give me some flyers and get that Urza Saga out of here. This is why I'm still on Hangerback Walker. I love the card so much. Oh yes. Oh hell yeah. Do they have Force of Vigor? This deck could have enough green cards to support Force of Vigor. Now I'm feeling safe because I can ping stuff. So even if they get rid of my needle, I think I'm good. I wish I had more mana, but we're good for now. Can't kill them quite, can we? We can put 3 counters on one. Might wanna already destroy these Flash Rakers, but my problem with the blue build is just the mana base. I'm already sometimes green screwed. Adding another color isn't actually that bad, because you already have the Mox in and you just run some green-blue lands instead of Like I have these dual face lands just in case I need Sabaz. They're basically green lands. Just in case I already have green and want to activate Sabaz. But you swap these for some green-blue lands, and then I fetch land and some breeding pools. Check out this Bridgeworks battle too. That's still feel more comfortable this way. But at some point I'm gonna try out the blue build. I think we kill both Flashbreakers already. I should have done this in combat then to deal more damage. Well, I'm in red zone on clock. Am I slow playing that much? I'm sorry about that. Game's hard, yo. So many new things to consider. I hope I don't somehow die here, but I think I should have. I should get these out of the way because they generate mana. When they cast stuff, you can even respond. So what would we even lose to? They need the thing that makes tokens and an answer to my needle, and I still have 2 pings up to kill that card. So I just think they can't do it with the mana they have, but we'll see. We died kinda unexpectedly in game 1 too. This gamer knows what they're doing. By the way, thanks for watching, whoever is watching currently. These streams have been pretty damn sweet. Just nice sitting at home playing your favorite deck and having some of the homies watching. Shoutouts to everyone who's here. Alright, what's happening? Sacrifices that thing for 2 mana. 4 mana, maybe Force of Vigor. Just Ballista with 2 counters, okay. That's fine. You still can't equip your blade. Stirring's okay. Yeah, I think we're good. No, I think they're just dead. Like, we have already 8 damage in the air. Or 7, I guess. With this and this, everything can ping. Guess they can ping this. So I should have put it on the big one, actually. That was kinda dumb. Yeah. Yeah, that was not the best line I've ever taken in my life. Anything else? We still have lethal, so it's fine. But I didn't play this very well, to be quite honest with you guys. They could have Force of Vigor. Well, they didn't. Oh, momento. I got him. Let's go. We beat this deck finally. And let's do it at least twice. Sometimes they have... It's kind of like hammer time. Sometimes they just kill you immediately. Sometimes it's more of a grindy match. We take those and move on to match 2. On the play, let's go. Versus J-Knecht. Scale Straw, but the 1 mana. I think we have to mull the 1 mana hand. On the play, especially. Is it crazy to... I think just one of the cantrips goes away. Rumble is pretty sick with Cauldron, but Stirrings can be played turn 1. Maybe just one of the lands, because either we draw lands or we pick some. Yeah, it would be nice to put these in the graveyard, but... I'm gonna pick the Ravager. It's the most unique card. Like, Nexus can also be a win condition. And Ravager enables that. What are we up against? Marsh Flats. Okay, interesting. Blood Crypt, some graveyard strategy. Thoughtseize, sure. Bye bye Cauldron, I would imagine. I mean, I want you to pick Ravager, but that's probably not happening. So this is maybe some sort of Faithless Looting Persist deck. Seen some of these. Rakdos Delirium. Faithless Looting, Burning Inquiry, Hollow One, the Bestow Phoenix, where you collect evidence. Fear of FOMOing. Cool deck, honestly. This is kind of like the new scam deck, just black-red, mid-range aggro stuff. Probably playing against this, right? Actually, I don't see any Thoughtseizes here. But, you know, the metagame is very up in whatever right now. All that being said, I'm gonna drop the Walker, I think. That one's pretty good against black-red. If we get to uptick it, which we can't right now, unfortunately, but could also be a Grixis deck. Shadowy Backstreet. We're playing against Mardu, everybody. Mardu alert. Thonian Nightmare. Sick. To be honest, sick. I think I'll pick the Ozolith. It depends how combo-y this deck is. If it's more mid-rangey, Ozolith is very good. But it can also enable kills if we find another Ravager, so I might go with that. If we find another Cauldron, milling those creatures is good too. Could also have used that token and keep that in hand. But having a body is actually... You can target anything with Ozolith, so maybe this is gonna get in on the action, you know? Let's see, we're probably Faithless Looting into how does this nightmare work? It's like recurring nightmare, but balanced. You have to pay energy, and you get a creature with mana value X or less. Not really interesting. Worst drawing the deck. Okay then. Attack for 1. Poison. I've got nothing else to do. Kish Bombardment. Elegant Parlour. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. These cards are made such that you can have an elegant Parlour or a shadowy backstreet anywhere. But a Xander's Lounge can only be in a place where a Xander exists. Don't it is Goblin Bombardment. This looks really fun, what they're doing over there. Ajani Nakatal Pariah. When Ajani Nakatal Pariah enters, create a 2/1 white cat warrior creature token. Whenever one or more cats you control die, transform him. 0, create another 2/1. That's pretty good with Bombardment. I like what's going on. I would play this deck. Looks like they're gonna go after my Walker. -4, each opponent chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker, and sacrifices the rest. It's just what's the card called? Cataclysm. What did they just sacrifice? They sacrificed the cat warrior, but they sacrificed some other stuff too. I kinda lost track, honestly. This is really good against us. We're probably gonna die to that card because whenever we want to target something, just ping it down. They do only have 1 more card, so... Okay, Saga's a good draw. Not that here. That is actually insane. 0 to get a 2/1. When you do, if you control a red permanent other than Ajani, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target. Oh, interesting. The card is insane. First time I'm playing against it. It's a staple of the energy deck. And it says if you control a red permanent, so Bombardment is also a permanent. Combo assembled over there. How have you dodged Ajani until now? I'll let you guess 1 time. And then I'll give you the answer. But you have to guess first. That is so good. Welcome back to Modern. Yeah, I haven't played a single game of Modern since Image 3 came out until this Tuesday. Ravage is pretty good. I think for now we make dorks. Exert this at 2 red. The creature gains haste. Actually can cast a Ravager. Let's do that. Well, just ping it. I'm gonna wait on it. I could have played it before making a construct. Then I could have sacked the Opal into it. Recurse Theater. This deck is really cool, like token shenanigans with Recurring Nightmare and Goblin Bombardment. That's kind of my right up my alley. Not gonna lie. Zero is insane, honestly. Okay, 2 damage to my creature. And Galvanic Discharge. They don't have any energy, so this deal is only 3. So they actually have to also sacrifice something. Okay. I like this because both players are doing some grindy value shenanigans. That's really nice. Okay. Yeah, I should have cast the Ravager, sacrificed the Opal into it when they ping it. Maybe, I don't know. Would have just gotten pinged down, but now it's getting thought seized. At least they're out of cards and on 9 life. So we're not really out of it. Saga was very much what's keeping us in the game. Wish we had a Cauldron out. Don't draw anything scary and we might finally get to kill Ajani. Who knew that 2 mana planeswalkers are busted? I think the new 1 mana planeswalker is also really good, right? Narset, I think. Seen her played in Legacy a lot. What did they draw? Nothing scary, please, and we're in a good spot. This is what I like about Scale. It's explosive, but with the Saga and Hangerback Walker and Cauldron, it has a lot of late game as well. Ozolith too. There was a time where Ozolith never did anything because everybody played for Prismatic Ending and for Leyline Bindings, and opponents had super punished for the F6. Well, dang. That hurts. Bowbuster. Okay. At least my deck doesn't draw cards. It's still pretty good because they can deal 1 and then 3. I hope I can draw a Cauldron. Four even. And this deck's cool. I might have to steal this list. Yeah, I really need a Cauldron, but now I'm out of creatures anyway because they just sacrificed some stuff. Killed my thing. Now I don't know what can get us back into the game because whatever I play, they just ping down by sacrificing. It's not it. Do I just concede? I think I do. Hangerback Walker could maybe have done something. But when I don't have any creatures out, we're probably not getting back into it. I guess Maiden Needle to answer the thing. They probably have meltdowns or some shit. It's a deck that you can find here somewhere. Well, whatever. Though we lost, that was a cool game. I want more of that. Wheel of Summer for their thought seizes and pushes. Not sure if worth. Dismember. No, they just go wide. Yeah, it looks good. Can you tell me about your choice in including 3 workers? I thought about adding at least one, but I've included my Tomat script and the 4th Chow. Yeah, I personally like not really doing a lot of, as I want to call it, pre-sideboarding, where you already include stuff for the metagame in your deck. You can definitely do it, because those cards do something in most matchups. But mostly I want my core to be just synergistic and then put in stuff from the sideboard what I need. Okay, I can go Scales and Sabas, or I can go Walker. I think Walker is great, because even if they kill it, I get 2 Thopters already. So, and I realized last time I played that the patchworks were kind of not doing a lot. I had 2 patches, and back in last year I played 4, but now I play some workers instead, and some more of the cantrip cards to improve consistency. So I'm not claiming this is optimal just yet, but I'm just trying out different builds mostly, but that's the reasoning behind it. Alright, we got pushed and got at least some Thopters out of it. I'll try to exile this, put counters on a Thopter, and then even use the Walker ability to add more counters onto it. Wow, they didn't have any play turn 2. Don't they have like an insane number of 2-drops? That's kind of wild. We're getting molten down. Ocelot Pride, first strike, lifelink, Ascend. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life, create a 1/1, then if you have this blessing for each token control that end this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. Show this card to like any gamer from 10, 20 years ago. Like, this is insane how much text there is on a 1-drop. And it's all upside. Insane. I hope they tap out here. We might infect them or something. A Bombardment, there is. I think we do have the infect kill here. Or some solitude or whatever. Animate this, casts a buzz, destroys a buzz. Put 5 counters. Not quite enough. 8. We enters with 3. It moves 5. And I guess we don't do that quite yet, but that's unfortunate. Letting them untap is kinda annoying, because they can probably kill stuff that we wanna grow. So I'm casting this for sure. But do I wanna make a move with it yet? Can make my Inkmoth a big boy by also activating the Hangerback ability on it. So it would be lethal next turn, but that plan loses to like Fatal Push and that kind of stuff. I think I wanna just pass. It's a little bit unfortunate. No fuel in the graveyard is awkward. We've only drawn one creature card, or two actually. This one's already exiled. We have to make them make the first move. It's such a cool part of Magic that usually whoever makes a move is kind of in the disadvantage. At least in these sort of matchups, it plays out like that. Static Prison, okay. Probably takes my Cauldron. Takes as a bust, that's good for me, because I can destroy it in response. Do we want to go onto the Nexus or onto the Thopter? Okay, this happens. This Nexus is going to be lethal. So they need a Fatal Push now. Imagine having a sorcery speed removal spell looking at you, Leyline Binding. Okay, did they play land yet? Okay, no. So they need something else like a Fatal Push to stay in the game. Which means, do I play around that? Or do I just say you're dead if you don't have it? Because I could also divide my counter sub. Alright, let's go for the kill. They have push, they live, otherwise they don't. They're not conceding yet, so probably do have it. Oh, Ballista is sick. I think now they're dead anyway. Because the Nexus can ping now. That was just such a good draw. Let's see if they would have had it. This is why we love scales. Excellent news. What's up, Adam? We got him. I don't know if we want any more sideboard cards. Play the Veil instead of his Stirrings. They do have pushes and Thought Seizes. Could play the Veil for Meltdown, but I don't know if they have it. Maybe we're gonna get Molten down. Oh, by the way, yeah, you talked about the fourth char on the YouTube chat. Yeah, fourth char is definitely an option. Helps with Mox Opal and against Wrath and Meltdown a little bit at least. Okay, I guess as a keeper, we got a little bit of everything. This deck's scary if they go Ajani and Bombardment again. Alright, I'll just cast this as bait for removal. If it draws out a failed push or a board, I think it's good. Surveil to the top. Is a Johnny is a 1-2 or something? The card is so damn good. It's a 1-2. Okay, I can't even ballista that down. They have Bombardment 2 again. We're already in trouble. But at least we get to where am I it at some point. For now we have to deal with whatever they're doing. Who knew that Zombie Bombardment or Goblin Bombardment is gonna have a home in Modern? It used to be a Legacy deck. I think it wasn't even a Modern card for a while. Yeah, they printed it in MH2. Until then it was just Tempest. Just a Legacy card. Okay. I'm not blocking that. Looks like they don't have the Bombardment. That's good news. What they do? Oh, they do actually. Did I get bamboozled? God is insane with Ajani combined. We need to find a way to get rid of the Planeswalkers ASAP. Maybe I do want this member to just kill that card before it transforms, but... yeah, first time I'm playing against this. Seems actually insane. We have both at least. So, how do we deal with this? Good question. We play small creatures, they just die to that ability here. And Bowmasters and whatever else they have. The fact that that's a 0 that makes a thing and pings is like crazy good. All that being said, what do we want to do? Just Stirrings and Cauldron. Making a construct doesn't really seem appealing. And I could boss through the Bombardment later by getting a Mox Opal. Is that a good idea? Or Haywire Might. Could Haywire Might it too, then I can play this out. Maybe that's better. Right, I'm playing this and this. Ravager seems nice. This is a little bit scary if they have Thoughtseize, because I really want this Cauldron. But they didn't have it until now, so like they would tap differently. Just played it, I guess. If they have some white 1-drop instant speed card, I don't know. Or mistapped. So you have 5 cards and a Ajani Bombardment combo, but an empty board for now. We need to somehow disrupt this combo, which we can do. Okay. So this says when you do, if you control a red permanent. So I think I kill the warrior token. Don't Thoughtseize me, brother, please. Because this Cauldron is gonna help a lot. And I have Veil, so if they have Thoughtseize, I wish they do it later. But I really wanna Cryptic Command the Fatal Push. Seasoned Pyromancer. I think I can live with that, though it's really good with the Bombardment. Blaze too. I didn't bring any graveyard hate. There are some really good cards going around here. I think I want to just put this Haywire Might into play and get rid of the Bombardment. They do have more red permanents now though, so the Ajani is still gonna do the pingening. Could also just needle one of these. Lots of options. Mighties can do some Cauldron shenanigans, I guess. If I get a needle, I can at least play 2 2-drops. Lots of options. Could needle the Bombardment and then try to destroy the Ajani slowly. Are they gonna get to Flash already? 5 cards in graveyard. Get one more here. Probably not next turn. I think it's needle the Bombardment and cast 2 2-drops. Let's try that. The order doesn't really matter, I think. At this point, we can really play around the meltdown. I guess they can fetch a Surveil land. Yeah, they might just already Flash. That's crazy. Not sure if we beat that. Maybe we can cheese it out somehow with Inkmoth, Old run shenanigans. Yeah. Obviously, that's the reason why blue is good. I'm gonna try it out at some point. Like, you give up a little bit of consistency in your main strategy to have good answers to those cards. And then you also get to play Kappa Cannoneer, which seems good. Because it doesn't lose to interaction, really. Ward 4 is just so much, it's basically hexproof. So how do we play this now? Do we try to do board control? Or try to ping this? If we kill that Pyromancer, they can just cast a Flage. I just kill these tokens. Could deal it to them, but you can't really win the long game against these Flashes, right? We have to try to kill them. So how do we set that up? I think we try to somehow get the Infect kill. I wish I had an Ozolith somehow. Uh, we draw Hardened Scales, we might be cooking somehow. You need Fetch or Surveil Land here to cast the Flage from the graveyard. And this deck seems really cool. I do want to play that sometime. Very powerful too. Okay, they do have Fetch Land, that's very bad for us. Now the Titan is coming too. Static Prison, yikes. I think we're dead. But this new meta game is cool. So much awesome stuff's happening. Yeah, I think this is just over now. Like, is there any way I could get back into it? This kills you pretty damn fast. Alright, I'm gonna GG's it. Well played. I wanna see more decks like this. Let's go. On to match 3. And we are on the play once again versus not Snipe 315. I'm keeping this. It's a little sketchy, but I'm just... It's really awkward. I think it's just a turn 1 with the Saga kind of deal. I mean, we could also just slow roll. If it's a grindy matchup, making tokens could be good, but lately decks are so fast that that kind of strategy is just not good anymore. And then my thoughts on Rumble versus Stirring, that's interesting. Because Rumble can be better if you play another spell, it costs effectively just 1 mana. But I've also gotten it countered a few times where it's really bad. You pay 2 mana instead of 1 for nothing. So I haven't quite decided yet. I'm running the split now. Let's go with the greedy play. Just top deck green source easy. That's 12, because Opal counts. 12 out of 53. Yeah. Dreams of Steel and Oil. Target opportunity is to hand you choose an artifact or creature card. You can take my land. That's really funny. They could have taken my land. Then choose an alpha card from their graveyard, exile the chosen cards. Why do gamers run this? Is it just a 5th Thoughtseize or something? I guess if we play against a deck like this, it's good to be making some constructs, probably. Blooded Strand. Then an Esper deck, probably just blue-black. Frogo. We've beaten Frog twice today, I think, if I remember correctly. This is awkward, but I guess we're just gonna tutor Thang. Give me mana, Thang. Do we block now? Like, yes. You wanna trade a card for one of my constructs? I think that's good. Walkie boy. I'm gonna make another one. Opponent's mana screwed over there. Kinda nice. I play the walker out. Having more bodies is nice. Okay, it's getting countered. No, it's not. Okay. Consider in response. Why not play that on your turn? Maybe they have a spell Pierce. But like they didn't drop a land, so why not just do the consider? It's kinda strange. You got me. Trading a lot of cards for constructs, which I think is good. Murktide Time. Murk Time. I think I'll give them a card this time. Okay, they're even flying anyway. I would have just not blocked because we can make Walker bigger and then be able to actually block the flyers with some Thopters or whatever. We could also draw a Ravager and maybe win. Possibly. Not quite possible, is it? We don't have enough stuff out yet. down to 1 card, so I feel like we kind of got this. Could have greedily cast one of these to find a land. I'll do this now, so they can't kill it in response. Strangely, I feel like we're ahead, but I do have some big stuff going on. But with Ravager plus Scales, plus 2 Nexi, destroy target non-outlaw creature. That kind of hurts. I can sacrifice the Walker to make 3 Thopters. Ravager becomes 4/4. Could even sack the Opal. Like, what if I make one of our Thopters so big that Murktide doesn't get in anymore? Is that a good idea? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 counters. We would need 9 counters to hit 10, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're worth it. Like, without the Ravager, we can't really do any shenanigans, but we could also just find something off of our cantrips. So how greedy do we want to be here? Alright. I'm letting this go and hoping to find something of my cantrips. Like a Cauldron or another Ravager. A little bit of a scary line. I don't know if it's the right choice. Could also get Rexion Tower or whatever it's called, or Zabas. Lots of options. Like, if we can now kill this, we get more Thopters out of it. Thought Scour in the middle of combat. Sure. I don't know why you would do that. I don't have to play around it. 1 mana counter spell. Oh, you can grow it. Am I dead? No, not quite, am I? That's a lot of damage. Alright, we need to find something. Otherwise we die, that's fine. Maybe they have a bolt. Oh my god, then we're actually dead. Okay, Swamp. Thoughtseize. Unearth Oculus. Oh my god, lots of shit happened this turn. Okay. That was wild. Okay. Bus doesn't help though, because we can't do the destroy thing. That's unfortunate. So we die. I took the risky line and I'm dead. I think that's okay. Yeah, seems like it. This deck goes hard. The synergies between Murktide and Frog are crazy good. You gotta appreciate it. If they somehow don't attack with everything, we can live. Because we can block 2 flyers. Oh wow. That's insane. Now we got another shot. Except if they have 2 removal cards. But they only have one card in hand. So, no. Slight mistake, I animated the one that can't tap. Doesn't matter, because I don't need the mana, but if I did, it would have been bad. You just needed to attack with everything and I'm dead, but okay. I'm still not in a good position, but we get another shot at it. Never count the scales out, you know? Ah! Whiffed again. Probably won't make that mistake again. Just needed either Cauldron, Ravager, or Phyrexian Tower. Let's see if they go for the kill this time. Yeah. You got me. All of them flying, right? Yeah. Okay. That would have been the Cauldron. We could put Ravager under it and get a lot of Thopters. Well, at least we know the matchup by now. I don't particularly love the Lantern, because they fill the graveyard really fast again, but maybe it is a necessary measure. Rumbles feel kind of bad against the deck with counter spells, so it's an easy cut. We want this Lantern. It's a Pokemon, right? Lantern. We can needle the frog. Oh, let's try that. Someone suggested that earlier too. Let's try that. Slow draw with lots of saga value. I'll try it. Play one early and one later. Funny how the frog had to be banned from Legacy, but in Modern it's still fine. Like, it really looked like it was everywhere in Legacy in the past weeks. I don't really play much these days, but I've been watching lots of content. Alright, let's see if we get spells now or Scolded. Play that. Because if it resolves, it's the best. Love the Tower Edition. Yeah, that's kind of my pet card. Okay, just down the City Sewers. I used to play the Phyrexia's Core, where you can sacrifice an artifact to gain a life, and it also costs a mana. So this is straight upgrade, except for the life point, which I had games where that was relevant and saved me, but mostly this is a straight upgrade. No 2-drop, interesting. Might wanna just get an Ozolith. Or do they consign it, or what are you doing? Just shooting the sheriff. Well, I get 2 Thopters. That's fine. I'm glad people don't play Void. Let's try Ozolith here. Void Walker anymore. It was always so annoying to play against. Do I already want to drop this Saga? I think this is the moment to resolve the Cauldron. Next turn I might still want to cast spells, so play the Saga one turn later. Get every bit of value here that I can. Any forces? No, okay. Do this now and get some damage in. Oh, we can't attack yet. I should have waited then. Doesn't matter, I guess. Could have exiled something from their graveyard. We're doing scale stuff. That's definitely good. 3 mana. Oculus? No, can't cast Oculus yet. Toxic Deluge. Well, I'll take that. No response. Like, they had to use 2 cards to get rid of my Walker, and I still get value out of it. That's the way of the scales. Love it. Inky boy. Could play both my things if I make use of the tower. Is that worth it? Probably not. Like, I'd have to give up on one of the creatures. It's kind of enticing now. Sacrifice the Ballista, cast a Walker, eat the Ballista, put 2 Ozolith counters. I don't think it's worth it. Let's not do that. It's an option. It's a line you could take. We're kind of in the driver's seat here, so opponent had to pull the trigger on Toxic Deluge against 2 Thopters. That's quite funny. Shoots the sheriff. No creatures in the graveyards. I'm just gonna regenerate, I guess. Yeah, this is the position that you want to be in with this deck. Game 1, they did their thing. Now we're kind of doing ours. Surveillant main phase. What is that? You want to like unearth something, but you don't have anything? Doesn't really matter. Get one of these out of here. We probably have the option to go for a kill here. Like Ozolith plus Ravager always goes hard. But they can have push. I think we don't have to do that. It's not really necessary. I can do that Walker ability, so I'm just gonna not attack. Pass again, make a construct, put a counter on Ballista. Maybe that's too conservative, but that's kind of my way of gaming. Harbinger of the Seas is annoying. Because it kills Urza Saga immediately, unfortunately. But that's fine. And we win, okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's try that again. But they're gonna be on the play, so turn 2 Froggos. And shit incoming. Okay, this member is great. No creatures. What's Saga though? I'm gonna keep this. Needs like 1 land, hopefully a green source. Mox helps too. Doesn't make creature. Just gonna play that. No turn 2 frog. Double pushed. I guess that's fine. We just need to find the 1 land. But this turn, 1 land would be pretty sweet. The more they cast stuff, the more the dismember can just kill a frog. Yeah, land please. That is a land. Now they have their mana, the counter spells up, and we just chill. Now do we try to prevent Oculus from being cast with this lantern? I feel like I want to play Relic of Progenitors again. Is lanterning here a good idea? Probably. Kind of hard for me to say when to use this card here. But now they can't Oculus or Murktide. Dreams of Steel and Oil. So you get to choose an artifact or creature, while I have one that is both. The fact that it gets exiled is kind of rude. Like, I could have used that in the graveyard. Definitely making construct, even though I have cards to cast in hand. What do I get? Wasp, Needle on... Oh, they're consigning me. They didn't replicate though. There's two things. One of them is an activated ability. That makes sense. Okay, I'm not getting nothing, but I'm getting construct. That's fine. This Ozolith is not doing anything right now. That's really funny. Alright. Now the frog isn't looking like too exciting against this Dismember, I guess. Which is good for us. Oculus, kinda same. It does get a thing. Okay, Harbinger. That's fine. Maybe I dismember that. Probably not yet. But I would like to cast these green cards. Can I have one of them opals? Now the opponent can't cast black cards. That is really interesting. No attacks. The music is insane. You should see the video. It's from a Zelda animation where Ganon is doing a dance while... Oh shit, I went to combat on accident. I guess it's fine. Good, I can play this untapped. Okay, so they can't fatal push me. They could have a bounce spell. I attack. Let's see what they do here. Okay. So you wanna unlock your own mana? It's really funny, TBH. But yeah, this song is amazing. Okay, yeah, we got some stuff. I guess it's just a walkout. Kinda do wanna keep the Veil up there. So Zabasi is also looking interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of putting them on counter spell, so let's do it this way, like some sort of counter magic. Anul. Wow, I haven't even... Earlier I talked about all the counter magic that's around that's good against us for 1 mana, and I hadn't even... Wow, this just resolves. They knew about this Veil of Summer, didn't they? Funny. My good cryptic command for 1 green here. This feels almost too easy right now. Like they're way too far behind, aren't they? Black mana again. Graveyard Trespasser. What even is happening? Is this some sort of budget deck? Couldn't fault someone for playing a budget deck, but just nice to not get shafted by the best of the best cards all the time. There's a Dana on my side. I could go for the Infect kill now. I think we do that. Because why the hell not? We don't even lose a lot by doing that. He couldn't have anything for 0 mana, right? Classic. Also lift line. Let's go. That's a 10. Yes, okay. This is at least the 4th time that I'm beating the Oculus deck, I think. Even though I don't know if this was if they had any Oculus. Probably a budget list that swaps Thoughtseize for this and Oculus for that or something. I'm not quite sure. But we take those and move on to match number 3. Okay, gamers, match 4. We won another die roll. Lucky us today. Another one of those draws, huh? At this point, I'm just keeping these. We have 12 green sources that we can luck into. And the conservative gamer that I am, I'm gonna start with Inkmoth Nexus. Even though that opens the door to getting mana screwed. Kinda. And again, Woods of Saga is a land that goes away after 2 turns, so maybe there's some upside to doing it this way then. But you got Haramsi. Losh Portico. This means it's some sort of Omnath strategy. Those are always hard to fight against because they have Helping Hand. Oh, okay, now I'm interested. So Unearth in white from Ixalan. Oh my god, I've never seen this card before. Tapped. So it's worse Unearth, but it's still an Unearth. I guess we run out the Cauldron then. Or do we not give them credit to have something to reanimate right away? I want to play my Walker first. Okay, so maybe not Omnath infinite removal strategy. We shall see. Because those are always really annoying to play against with deck that is based on death triggers. The white removal is so good. This is why I like playing against Grixis. Counter spells are good, but black and red removal, how do you say, matches up poorly against us. Blooded Strand. See what we're gonna be up against here. Okay, it is 4-color. Is it a Risen Reef deck with Helping Hand, or maybe it's a Collected Company deck? That would be cool. Xander's Lounge, 5-color. Is it just Domain Aggro or some sort of 5-color Leyland Binding type deck? Rexian Tower, you say? We did find our lane, that's good. They didn't mill any creatures. I'm gonna play my Ravager, because that's really good to have out against the removal cards that these decks run. And have the ability to uptick here, which I'm gonna do immediately. No, that tapped out. Okay. Go. Go, be go. So we've only seen Helping Hands and Malevolent Rumbles. So I don't know what they're doing yet. Yeah, it is a Risen Reef deck. That card is crazy good with Solitude and that kind of stuff. It's kind of like Up the Beanstalk as a creature, like a balanced version of Up the Beanstalk, because it costs 3 mana and has 1 toughness. Okay, glad I have my Ravager out against this. What are you targeting? My Ravager? Okay, that makes sense. Now one option would be to make a few Thopters here, like 4 Thopters. But I hope they don't have a second Solitude, and we just sacrifice the Ravager. What did they exile? Yeah, it is an Omnath deck with Helping Hand to get Risen Reefs. That's kind of cool. Okay. Sacrifice this. Modular here. I can have 6. Hopefully no second Solitude. And we can do Cauldron shenanigans. Big time. Solitude is the bane of my existence. 0 mana removal is so painful. That even exiles. Yeah, I'm glad I put the counter on the Glimmer Wasp, I guess. At least this puts the lands into play tapped. That was one of the big mistakes on Nadu, where the lands come into play untapped. Yeah, what can we do here? We could try to kill them by getting an Ozolith. Right. Do we give them credit for 3rd Solitude, or do we just say, okay, I'm not winning the long game and I have to do that? We could finally do the Phyrexian Tower thing. I think I'm gonna go for that. If they have 3rd Solitude, so be it, right? Yes. We did the thing. Finally. I hope it's enough. Could not be enough. I think it's just barely enough. Sacrificing everything. Probably should have done the math first, but don't Solitude me, brother. Got him. Almost the Baron Glory victory here. Very nice. With the Phyrexian Tower value. That is beautiful. Alright, this matchup is still a pain in the ass, so I'm not sure what we can do here. We could play the Dismembers. I think we do actually for the Omnaths and the Risen Reefs. We saw some graveyard stuff. I guess we won these now because they have Wrath of the Skies or whatever. The Jars are not good, even though they do help also against Wrath. Could trim some of the workers. Some of these cards, maybe. One of each. I would still have to trim more. Maybe not every Dismember ever. Ah, there was... Wait, I don't... What just happened? I wanted to trim a worker, but it was something else. I'm all confused. Okay. I just confused myself. We're at 60. That was kind of odd. I wanted to trim a worker, but I picked something else on accident. Okay, do we want to run every Dismember? Maybe put that in again. Claim and Force can also do some stuff against Leyline Binding when you cast it in response. Whatever, let's just play the creature again. Okay. This matchup's really hard, but winning game 1 is like super sick. Pretty good hand. This is the kind of hand that could start making Saga constructs on the second turn. Nah, not quite. Because you would have to cast a card on turn 2. That's okay. Probably going to get this Ozolith exiled, which is kind of painful. Because we're only running 1. I used to always run 2, but date finished. So you finished her? What's up, Hussy? Mox Opal. Let's rumble. Can you rumble us? Perhaps. How was it? Second Saga seems kind of good in this matchup. Not great against Wrath of the Skies, but what you're gonna do, right? I mean, Walker is good against that, but they just play a removal spell for that. Stick to my guns. Put a permanent card into your hand. Okay. Now I don't have the Mox turned on, but at least I have Boseiju up for whatever that's worth. Kind of weird sequencing here, I guess. Messed up our, so we got 1 extra Borgi and 1 bowl of rice. Did you finish all that? I couldn't eat 2 burgers, or 1.5, but 1. When I ordered food, I eat half of a burger and then eat the other half like another time. Fail you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Opponent's binding the wasp. I'm just gonna destroy it instead, because it goes to the graveyard. I mean, honestly, we could not do that because we might want to kill that with our Boseiju or something. And yeah, okay, whatever. Exile it, we still get the Ozolith counters. Xander's Lounge. I feel like you want to get rid of the Ozolith, but you probably Teferi bounce it here. What I would imagine. Teferi is also just so annoying. Just commented this on YouTube, but it seems like you can see. Yeah, I have the chat open, but it's on another window, so I usually don't look at it. After watching First League, you posted. Oh, the opals are sick. You probably need those. The meta game seems a lot more powerful and fast now, so whatever you can to also be faster yourself. Because sometimes they're awkward and don't work, but most of the time they're just kinda necessary. TBH. Okay, so I'll play a Ballista here, put a counter on it, and kill the Reef. And I guess I can play another. Also glad you liked the league. I just today posted the second one from Tuesday. I played 3 in total. And this is the second one today, so there's lots of content to look forward to. I guess I should already have played second Ballista, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's run it out, I guess. Mikanda ahead now. Killing the Reef while not losing something is just awesome. Playing a song, I agree. Dragon. You guys like dragons? That could be a beatable card. Perl. Yeah, we actually probably gonna... Oh my god, Force of Vigor. That's really painful. At least they had to exile their Omnath. Yeah. Okay. Most of my stuff is gone, but not everything. Certainly not everything. Probably gonna end up Bosechuing this Leyline Binding. Sagar. Yep, I always have to think about that too when I see this card. Perfect for that. They only have 2 cards left, so I hope they're not too annoying cards. Two annoying cards. English is a second language for me, so these smaller nuances are kind of hard. Difference in 2 and 2. I miss my Ozolith already. God damn it, and my Saga 2. Probably now gets to play Solitude, so I can enable that for them. Play that. I guess I'll attack with all the Solitude something, and I ping it down. Everything's a little awkward here. Cards the opponent's playing are sort of beatable, but their removal spells are just so good. At least they don't have card draw going. That's always what makes the matchup impossible. From hard to impossible. Okay, watch the targeting. Doesn't really matter. Hopefully just Sabas. I kind of still lose Wasp plus a Ballista, so it's not good for me, but I have to sort of get through this Solitude somehow. Maybe losing Sabas is just too bad. Actually goes after the Walker. That's kind of smart. I think I kill it, get a Thopter. And then we see what they block. We're behind now though. This lifelink is also a problem. Force of Vigor plus multiple removal spells is kind of painful. So either we give up on both Ballistas to kill the Solitude, Whipping Face, and keep one, and they don't gain any life at least. Either way we end up behind. Okay. I think we're not winning this, but we'll see. The removal spells are just very painful against us. Yeah, anyway, I do see the YouTube chat, but it's like in a separate window. I can see it in OBS itself, so I always have to open that up. So it takes some time to respond to that. We would need multiple cards to get back in this game. Like a Scales and a Ravager or something like that. It's never okay. It's never over until it's over, you know? 15. Can we deal a theoretical 15? Or they have another Solitude? No, what is it? Another Force of Vigor? Come on. That's not fun. It's not fun at all. Yikes. Guess it doesn't matter, we just ping them and put a counter on the Thopter. Alright, if you draw only lands from here on out, and we find scales, could still be enough, maybe. Alright, go to 2 and believe. Yeah, scales, but 15 is probably still too much. That's unfortunate. We do exactly what I said I wanted to see. Now we have to like... 15 is too much, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to go on defense and hope. To draw Ballista and they have nothing. So block this, sacrifice this. Something like that. Another force of vigor. Oh, it's endurance, okay. Straight up dead then. Alright, we have another game though. We are up a game. Let's see if they recovered. Earlier game I almost lost the match by not attacking with everything. Anti-fairy too. I can't complain though. I drew the cards I said I wanted to draw, and it still wasn't enough. So 2 forces of vigor. Ending. All they need to do is attack with all, but you know, maybe they don't. My graveyard's gone too, I'm so sad. Wait, okay, this is flying, so that's okay. That is okay, we got another game. Yeah, they had a way to deal with both our sagas and double force of vigor, solitude, leyline binding. This deck is... that's why I said it's a really hard matchup. Alright. Can technically filter for green mana on turn 2 with Inkmoth. Banger song. And these leagues take forever today. I calculated 2 hours per league, but we are already at 4.5 hours. Actually, we can just... no. If this creature survives, we can just go land, Cauldron, Mox, Scales. Or Stirrings, but probably Scales. These decks run 12, 1 or 0 mana spells that ruin our day. It's so bad. Now we might wanna hold up Sparse activation. I'm guessing... Like, do I cast my Scales or do I hold up the mana for this? Holding up mana forever is also painful. I'm actually playing the Stirrings, I think. Like, I want to make a land drop. Every option is kinda painful here. Ravager would be sick too. This is where Rumble would be sweet instead of Stirrings if we could cast it. Because the Ravager would go to graveyard. Do we take a spell and say, okay, I'm up for the long game? I think I'm not gonna. Just do this. Try to make constructs plus cast our things if possible. There are so many choices in a matchup like this, which makes it cool. I am MTGO. But also hard. But it would be boring if it wasn't, right? The best. Breeding pool. Not even a surveillance, just a tapped. Going raw dog with tapped Shockland instead of surveillance. Insane. The Secret Foundry. So do you want to cast Leyline Binding or just Rumble? Wow. Opponents almost shields down, but they never quite are because they have Solitude. But all our stuff remains untouched. That's honestly wild. Making an upkeep move here? Do it. Do it, you want. I like it when they do Solitude before I make some sort of move. It's always kind of good for me. Force of Vigor. I never liked that. Now I can't even cast my scales. That's really painful. At least I'm glad I got a land. I could destroy the Walker now to be able to Cauldron with it. Some stuff there. Just animate this. Doesn't really do much. He's god dang Force of Vigor, huh? Is it worth it to destroy this Walker and then put it under the Cauldron? It is until they remove my Cauldron. Yeah, okay, let's do it, otherwise they probably kill it anyway. This is already really rough, losing both these things to a 0 mana card. Tough stuff, not going to lie. Alright, draw step. Ravager, always nice to see. Yeah, let's play him. For now, the opponent's still on the back foot, so we gotta push that hard. Defend green source, we can do a lot of things. And get our day ruined by Solitude. These decks are just built to destroy any counter deck that wants to win with creatures. Fair enough that something like that exists in the format. Still salty about that fact. Fairy or okay, Karma, sure. 3 mana, 4/4 flying, destroy land. I would really need to find land. That also works. I'm gonna drop the scales, I guess. If I lose another land, that's bad, because then I'm never casting the Cauldron. And I think it works better this way. Maybe not. Maybe that was a bad choice. I don't know, gamers. I don't know. Go for the win. Oh, they have a flyer. Also, can't really, right? Actually, 10 life. I don't want to lose to a random Solitude, though. I sack everything and they just play a free spell and that's that. Oh no, they actually do have another Camo. At least I get the counters. Yeah, maybe I should have played Cauldron instead. So yeah, if we say I win if you don't have Solitude, you win if you do have Solitude. How good is that for us? Like, what are the odds they don't have it? They kinda always do, right? But things aren't getting better now if I let them untap. So maybe I have to do it. I don't think many people aren't for Solitude these days. Two main. Well, I'm used to seeing it everywhere. Maybe you're right. I guess then we do have to go for it, because every time we let them untap, things just get worse for us, right? I do see 4 here, but that's probably an older list. Alright, let's just do it. No, we just attack with all and dump the counters on whatever isn't blocked. If they have Solitude, we cannot. Is what it is, right? I think they should block the modular creatures. Okay. This is not the optimal block, so I think now we might actually win through a Solitude. You should always block the modular cards, because they're modular. That's 10. No, that's no glory. Is this the glorious moment? Yeah, now they lose to. Like, Solitude doesn't help now. When they target this, okay, the opponent actually messed it up. Except if they have like Ephemerate, then it's like, okay, sure. So evoke trigger. Okay. They're 10. Like, no reason not to sack the Mox 2, right? They can't lay Unbinding either. Don't know if there's any other 1-mana card that does it. But yeah, they had it, but they messed up the blocks. That's really funny. You always have to block the modular cards. Got him. Except if they had like, what, Nature's Claim. He shocked. Oh, that's actually a very good thing to pay attention to. I missed that. But they didn't have any mana cards, so it was just a bluff after all. Alright, we're up 3-1. Last match for the night. I should have been at a place an hour ago. These matches take forever today, but that's okay. Let's go on to the last one. Okay, Scalers, we got a win that we probably shouldn't have, but okay. 4th die roll in a row, one up against H Can Fair. And yeah, we got like a 2018 hand. That's the keeper, I'd say. Yo, Failure. Thank you for the follow, new friend. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy the scaling. Yeah, wow, today was a surprisingly active stream. Thanks all for tuning in. Really enjoy this so much. Just playing the game, chilling with people, talking, learning, making mistakes and learning. Basic Plains Ocelot Pride. Well, that is going to die. Hell yeah. Scales into Ballista Killer thing is just one of the sweetest things in this game ever. I'm gonna do that immediately before some shenanigans happen. So we play against the energy deck. I think it's doable, but we'll see. He got nerfed a little bit. Oh, it's Mardu again. Maybe it's another Goblin Bombardment deck. Push is fine since we have Cauldron. I actively want this in the graveyard. And I just enjoy this deck so much. It's just so much fun. Alright, we're working. Real push, huh? We're working and we're walking. I actually can't believe how good Soul Cauldron has turned out to be. When I saw the card, I was like, yeah, maybe we can play one of it. It does some stuff with counters and abilities, but it's a 2-mana card that doesn't actively do anything on its own. And then it turns out to be like one of the most busted cards. Alright, so this is Mardu energy. Let's see. I'm still learning. What is this music? Oh my god. Push this card, Thoughtseize, so the jars are gonna be good. We could even play the Veil. And I think we want the Dismembers, maybe? Maybe not. I mean, they have this crazy combination of creatures that together do some insane stuff, so maybe some number of Dismembers. Earlier we played probably against this deck or something super similar. And when they dropped the Ajani into Bombardment, we just kinda died. Bombardment and Prison. Maybe one Haywire Might as a 2-dot target. Could play Veil, any number of Dismembers. Needle. I guess Needle is another good target. I'm counting this is like a fast matchup, dropping some of the clunky cantrips. Do we want the Veil then, or just go Dismember, disrupt them more? I think that's better. Could even play more. And go to Dismembers. They have some really good synergies between the cards. So one Dismember in a crucial board state could actually mean everything. We'll see. Another pretty good hand. Like, that's all you want from your scale stack. Not sure if it's gonna be good enough to beat one of the better decks in the format, but we'll see. The Guide of Souls. This creature is a 1/2. That's insane these days, honestly. Yeah, let's drop the forest just in case we draw scales. Kinda like the cantrips in this matchup because Ballista Cauldron is so important. Yeah, that's a good point, but you gotta trim something, so I don't know what else I would trim. Opponent mulliganed? No, they just were on the play. Interesting. Bowmaster, do I regenerate? I think I'll go with yes. Because later, if it dies, I at least get my modular. Fun story actually, when Mirrodin came out, or rather Darksteel, they still had these theme decks where I could just buy 60 card pre-constructed theme decks. And one of them was a modular deck, and I bought that, and I just loved the mechanic from day one. I was like, this is sick. And still do, obviously. Alright, Mopal is gonna be turned on, but not gonna do much for now. I think Walker. Another Bowmasters would be annoying here, but I'm actually gonna attack. Yeah, they want to. I think I like the trade with token because then this doesn't die to Bowmaster anymore. It's definitely a point to not trading your card with a token, but I think it's free damage, yeah. And I think we want to get damage in if we can. Oh, there's a Johnny. The card is insane. At least they don't have any way to sacrifice Cat Warrior token for now. Ajani and Bombardment just destroyed us earlier. We have to hope that that doesn't happen again. The other decks seem to be even heavier on the sacrifice theme, but maybe they just drew it all the time. For 2, what does it say? For 2+1/+1 counters and a flying counter on an attacking creature becomes an angel. Insane. I'm totally for this stuff though. I want creature decks to be good in the format. Alright, we can assemble a kill at worst next turn. Or like at best and worst. Oh, the milde Bombardment. Maybe they have another one. It's gonna ruin our day, kinda. It's really insane with the Ajani Planeswalker. Yeah, here it comes. Maybe I should have done something in response to it, but let's see if they let us untap, but you should at least sacrifice your cat and do some Planeswalker shenanigans here. Gangnam Style. Bombardment versus Ravager, who wins? Well, Cauldron might get us out of this. You know? But it's tough to do a kill when they can ping stuff. That's really what this deck doesn't like. Also why Yawgmoth was always a really hard matchup. So we probably have to get a Needle or a Might off of this Saga. Okay. This stuff is crazy good. Now they get to deal 4 damage to something. Like the problem is whenever we want to do basically anything, they just ping. There are 4 pings available. So I could sack the worker. Like say I let this go and modular onto something. They ping, then a Cauldron, they just ping again. They have 4 pings available plus a mana. So how do I make sure I at least have some sort of board? If I can. No, worst case, both players have nothing. This is really like a tricky one here. I don't think I can just let this go. Then they ping everything down that I target with Modular or Cauldron. So sack worker, target walker. Let's try that. Also, as long as this is on the stack, when they have fewer creatures, the damage decreases that it does. We have to keep that in mind. There's some really tricky stuff right here. Ping's dead. So I could now sack Ravager and target the Walker. Then this is no longer relevant, what I just said. Or I sack the Walker and get one Thopter out of the deal. What is a better option? Sack Ravager, target Walker, they ping again by sacrificing like this. Then again Cauldron onto it. Sacrifice another thing, ping it. And I only get like one thing. The other line is sacrifice this, get a Thopter. Then this still deals 3 damage. Is enough to kill this, but I can Cauldron and sack another thing. Oh, this is hard. Could now Cauldron onto the Walker and they ping again, then this only does 2 more damage. Then I sack the Walker. I think that's the best. Okay, let's try that. Man, this is tricky, really hard. It's gonna be one hell of a stack. Should definitely wait until this resolves and I choose a target for the counter. 2 separate abilities that go on the stack. One activated, one triggered. I'm not sure if we come out ahead of this exchange, but this is what I love about Modern. Okay. Now we sacrifice the Walker, right? We haven't even chosen the target for this yet, so that's good for us. Okay, this is no problem though, because they can ping again. And the Ravager only has 1 more toughness. Oh, they didn't though. This is where you messed up, opponent. You could have had us here. Very good. This goes nowhere. Oh yeah, they messed up. They should have given up on the Bowmasters to kill Ravager. This doesn't grant any abilities for now, but put a counter. This deals 2 damage now, so put that here. This goes nowhere. I think we outsmarted them, but they could have something else in hand. Modular doesn't do anything, this resolves, and this only does 2. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We should have lost, but didn't. We should have lost everything but the Thopter, and that could have been pinged down. Ballista 2, awesome. Okay. We're in business, so the Saga Trigger resolve. Just needle the Bombardment. And then try to kill the Yachani. Could also get it. Let's do this. I mean, if we needle the Bombardment, we could also go for a kill, but they can have Fatal Push. So we just go for board control here. That was sick. And we win. Nice, they just concede. We got him. We outsmarted them on the stack. That was really awesome. Okay, gamers. The first 4-1. We are starting to write good records here. Yeah, that was amazing. Let's open some chests, shall we? 5 treasure chests. 2 something. We are so back. Oh my god, yes. Slowly and surely. Alright, what do we get? 45 play points. Nice. Fungus Sliver. Raging Battle Mouse. Pro momento. Yeah, thank you for the gift sub. Oh my god, my PC is dying. My PC is dying. I don't know if the stream's fine or not, but that's okay. We got an Evolved Sleeper. I've played with this card in like, what, Cube? Is it worth anything? Plague Belcher? I have no idea. But 45 play points is nice for a chest. Can play 2 more leagues now. Venser. Corpse Puppet. Oh my god. Lifelink Toxic 1 whenever you proliferate. That's a line. Oh my god. I love proliferating. Risk Factor. March of the Canonized. Vampire tokens with lifelink. Okay. 2 more. Yo, thanks for gifting your sub to Herr_C. Enjoy your sub, enjoy the emotes. We got some good ones. Some of them are Smash Brothers related, some of them are my face related. You can also, if you like to, if anyone likes with Discord server, join. The subscribed users can also then use the emotes anywhere on Discord, but it's just a chill community too. Need some MTG homies in there anyway. 125 play points. Oh my god, yes. We're cashing in today. Relentless Assault on tap all creatures. Almost Fear of FOMO. Okay, 1 more chest. Today was a good day. Hell yeah. And Dream Do Entrancer. Control the creature, draw 2 cards. That's sick. Natural Affinity. I like normal affinity. Hexproof. Yeah, and to celebrate this, we also crack a real life one. I got some MH3 packs from my last birthday, so let's see what we can get. Unfortunately, my camera sucks, but stay with me. Yeah, it doesn't really... Oh, okay. Almost. Maybe with some light. Hex Gold Slith. Let's see what the good cards are. Oh. I've seen this card played in Pauper Red. Pauper Affinity. 1 mana, 2/1 flyer, they have to discard a card. This card is also played in Pauper, I think. Eldrazi stuff. Nice. I don't play Pauper, but I can play this in my Goblins deck. Legacy Goblins. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Man. Cube All-Star. I love this card. Sacrifice Shenanigans. Old Border Treasure Maker. Not sure if playable. Whoa, that is a good one. Okay, that was a good one. You guys ready? That was a good one. Shiny. Oil polluted Delta. Hell yeah. Alright, but with this we come to an end. So if you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor and click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.